So this cop car is parked on the train tracks, and there's a suspect handcuffed inside. And then suddenly, a train comes and... Well, first, let me tell you how all this got started. So this all got started with this woman, Uranie. And Uranie is 20 years old, living in Colorado. And Uranie, she looks like a nice woman, but apparently she's a bit of an angry driver. So one night in 2022, she's out cruising around, and there's another car driving near her. And I don't know if this other car cut her off or what happened, but Uranie gets super pissed, and she starts tailgating this guy. And at some point, she allegedly pulls out a pistol and points it at him. And this guy, he gets all scared and he calls 911. He's like, "There's a woman pointing a gun at me." And so they dispatch police, and police go out looking for her. A few minutes later, an officer spots her, and he turns on his lights to pull her over. But Uranie, she doesn't respond right away. She just keeps on driving. Now eventually she does pull over, right as she's crossing the train tracks. And when the officer stops behind her, he parks his police cruiser right on those tracks. Then another cop pulls up and parks right behind the first car and then goes to assist that first officer. Now, these cops think Uranie's got a gun, so they're treating her as if she possibly has one. And they're like barking orders at her, and she cooperates and does what she's told.
Lift your hands up. Lift your hands up. Okay? Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Put your hands up higher. I want you to set your phone down at the edge of your truck.
So then, the officer goes to put Uranie in handcuffs.
Keep your hands above your head.
Don't move.
What's going on? Why am I being... We'll explain everything in a second. Can I get my cell phone, please? No one else is in the truck, sir. Can I please get my cell phone? We'll get it for you.
Then they take her to the officer's cruiser, that one that's still parked on the train tracks. Now at this point, Uranie doesn't seem to notice. I guess because she's in the middle of being arrested. The only thing that she seems to be concerned about is her cell phone.
Why? What? Do you have anything on you that's going to poke me, stick me, hurt me? No, ma'am, but can I please get my cell phone? We'll get your cell phone in a second. Is there any weapons in the car?
Ready?
No, ma'am, there's nothing on. There's no weapons in the car? No, ma'am. Okay.
But there actually is a weapon in the car. According to the officers, they eventually find a handgun in her truck, along with a couple of rounds of ammunition. So at this point, they throw her in the back of the cruiser, and she has to wait there while the officers go to search her truck to see if they can find the gun that she was accused of pointing at that other driver.
It took her a long time to pull over.
I got a holster right here in the passenger seat.
Okay. It took her a very long time to pull over.
Did you see her toss anything?
She could have, because it took her a long time to pull over.
And as they're searching Uranie's truck, suddenly, in the background, a train horn starts going off. And if you listen, you can actually hear it as they're talking.
She could have, because when I was behind her, she was driving slow enough.
Yeah.
So she could have tossed something, but I lit
Tossed
it
it out the window?
She could have, out that window, but...
And as they carry on, that horn keeps getting louder and louder. Because there's a freight train on the tracks, and it's getting closer and closer. Now, Uranie is still in the back of the police car. And I assume by now that she's probably seen this train because it's coming right at her. And I'm sure she's in the car freaking out, but there's nothing she can do. Not only are the doors locked, but she's handcuffed. And so she starts screaming for help, but I guess none of the officers hear her because they're still searching through her truck. But then, right in that moment, they finally seem to hear the horn and realize what's about to happen.
No, that's Tom check. Oh my god.
But by the time the officers realize the train is coming right toward that police car, it's too late to do anything, so they make sure to get the hell away from it so that they don't get hurt. Here's actually another angle where you can see the guy yelling to stay back.
Move your car! Stay back!
And then, of course, the train comes barreling in, and kaboom! It knocks the piss out of that police cruiser and sends it flying. And of course, poor Uranie goes with it. And the officers are like, "Oh shit!" And immediately, one of them calls for help.
346, patrol car was just hit by a train. Dispatch up to 346, status medical emergent. The suspect was in the vehicle that was hit by the train.
And now the officers are freaking out because they don't know whether she's alive or not, so they start running toward where the police cruiser was thrown. And when they get there, you can see that it's all f***ed up. Like, here's a picture of it. Look at that. It doesn't even look like a car anymore. Like, there's no telling how many times it rolled. And Uranie is in there somewhere, probably knocked out unconscious, but she's still alive somehow.
She's conscious and breathing. She can't talk, but she's moaning.
Copy that. Just one?
Just one.
Copy that.
She just went unconscious?
So at some point, an ambulance gets there, and they take her and they rush her off to the hospital, and she's got to have like all kinds of surgeries and stuff. This left her with a traumatic brain injury, 9 broken ribs, a broken arm, a fractured sternum, broken teeth, like all kinds of shit's wrong with her. So she's in the hospital for a while. But her story isn't completely over yet. Now, as you already know, this is a huge screw up by the police department. Like, you just can't leave someone handcuffed in a police car with no way to get out while you're parked on the train tracks. So of course, this story is so insane that pretty quickly this body cam footage gets out and goes public, and it instantly blows the fuck up. And the video's shocking, so people are like sharing it, like all kinds of news outlets are reporting on the story. And this screw up was so bad for the police department that 2 of the officers are criminally charged, not just sued, but facing actual jail time over this. So, in 2023, one of the officers goes to court and she's found guilty of reckless endangerment and third-degree assault, and she's fired from her job, and she's sentenced to supervised probation and community service. And I couldn't find a mugshot of her, but here's what she looks like in real life.
What I saw and what you went through never leaves me. If I can ask anything, Uranie, anything, please do not use this experience to hate other police officers. You can blame me, and you should.
Then another officer also goes to court over this, and he takes a plea deal for reckless endangerment, and he gets sentenced to probation, and he's also fired from his job. Here's a picture of him in real life. And then there's Uranie. Now, Uranie eventually gets out of the hospital, and as soon as she can, she gets a lawyer, and she sues the shit out of the 2 police departments that were involved in this. And about a year later, in 2024, the 2 departments finally agree to settle with her out of court, and they agree to pay $8.5 million. Damn. Good for her. And by the way, this accident happened a few years ago, so I don't know if she's actually made a full recovery from her injuries or not.
She was in the car, in handcuffs, couldn't move, saw the train coming, was screaming. Those emotional damages would have been exorbitant.
But I looked up her Instagram and I found it, and it looks like she's doing all right.